Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? It's Sage. We are back with my ongoing weekly continual series talking about talents. This is going to be episode 7, and today we're going to talk about Deadly Strike. Alright, so Deadly Strike at 1 of 8 has a 10% chance to deal 3 times more damage when attacking. At 5 of 8, 10% chance to deal 7 times more damage when attacking. And 8 of 8 is a 10% chance to deal 15 times more damage when attacking. 15 times at 8 of 8. So basically Deadly Strike is a multiplier that's going to increase the amount of damage that you inflict when you're attacking, and it has a 10% chance of going off no matter what your level of skill is on that talent. There's always a 10% chance of it multiplying your damage on your normal attack. Now, it only multiplies the damage on your normal attack. However, it can be buffed by other talents. War God, Bulwark, and even Slowdown, they will buff your normal attack whenever they go off. Since they buff your normal attack, if you combine those talents with Deadly Strike, you're going to get an even higher multiplier when your Deadly Strike is activated. Now, if you consider a hero like Skull Knight, when Skull Knight procs, his normal attack gets buffed for 10 seconds. So you combine a Deadly Strike with a Skull Knight and your multiplier is going to go even higher. But not only that, let's look at the buffing heroes. Let's look at Pumpkin Duke, Cupid, and Druid. These heroes will increase the damage that your other heroes output. So when you're under the influence of a Pumpkin Duke, Cupid, or Druid and your Deadly Strike goes off, your multiplier will go even higher. Deadly Strike doesn't multiply the attack, it multiplies the damage. The damage is the end result. That's the crater at the end of a bomb. That's what's multiplied with Deadly Strike. So it applies itself after all those attack buffs take place. That's what makes it so deadly. So let me give you an example of the math involved. Let's assume you have a Skull Knight that has 10 of 10 skill. It has War God 5 as a main talent. It's going to be under the influence of a Pumpkin Duke that has 10 of 10 skill, Cupid that has 10 of 10 skill, and a Druid that has 10 of 10 skill. And you also use a little magic, so it's also going to be under the influence of Ares Frenzy. So in addition to that, you put in Deadly Strike 4 crest. You have Deadly Strike 4 as your crest set. So let's do the math and see how much damage your Skull Knight is going to be actually producing. So we're going to do a little bit of raiding here. So we find the base that we want to raid. We want to drop a little magic first. We're going to drop Ares Frenzy. It's going to increase the attack by 60%. So let's do this. 1.6. Now we drop our Revite Cupid, who procs and gives an additional 65% attack bonus. So let's multiply this times 1.65. PD procs. Now PD is going to throw in another 55% attack bonus. This time 1.55. Of course, Druid is also in there, and Druid is adding 33% attack to all of this. Now, while all of this is going on, our Skull Knight procs. When he procs, he has an 800% damage increase. 800%. And then let's factor in the War God 5 that Skull Knight has. 1.3. That War God 5 gave him a 30% increase. So a Skull Knight, which is under the influence of Ares Frenzy, Druid, Cupid, Pumpkin Duke, who's proccing and has War God 5, will be doing about 56 times more damage. 56 times more damage. But now that Deadly Strike is applied, that Deadly Strike is applied afterwards. The Deadly Strike is applied to the total damage, not to the attack. So now you're going to apply that Deadly Strike and you're going to multiply this number by 6, because Deadly Strike 4 will give you an increase of 6 times more damage. So assuming your Skull Knight was under the influence of all that stuff at the same time, he procs, Deadly Strike also activates. Now he's doing 339 times more damage on his normal attack. 339 times more damage. Or to calculate how much percentage increase that would be, we would have to convert this to a whole number, but it's very simple just to add this decimal point, move it over 2 spots, so it'd be in between this 0 and this 3, and that would be 33,960. So it'll be about 33,960% more of an increase. This is only for Deadly Strike 4, which gives you 6% more damage increase. But if you look at a Deadly Strike 8 of 8, you're talking about a 15 times more damage increase on your normal attack. I'm not going to even attempt to do the math on that. It would be astronomical. It's crazy. But you can see how from this little example that I just gave, even though it says 6 times more, or your Deadly Strike 4 give you 6 times more, you're actually doing 339 times more when it's activated on top of all your other buffs. Now, you know, some of those buffs are going to be taken away, of course, because they're not going to all be going off at the same time. But the numbers are still going to be a lot higher than 6 times more than you know, what you read when you first look at that talent. It doesn't take into account all the buffs and everything that Deadly Strike will activate on top of. So keep that in mind. Deadly Strike can be a lot more powerful than you think. Deadly Strike is going to mostly be good for game modes to where there's no damage cap, and you're going to look at like the Daily Boss, Wretched Gorge, even HBMs. There's no damage cap on those centaurs, so Deadly Strike would be very good at one-shotting those guys. Also, you know, you got to look at the arena. The arena is probably the #1 game mode for Deadly Strike heroes. And in this example, I'm going to show you where Deadly Strike can work very well, and also where it could fail, because there's some limitations to Deadly Strike, and we'll cover that right now. So in the arena, this is probably where you're going to encounter Deadly Strike heroes the most. These guys love to put Deadly Strike on their Skull Knight. And I'll show you an example right now of how that could work for you. So in this example, I'm going against the same team right here, Booyah, and I'm going to be on the left, he's on the right. So I'm running towards the left, I'm running towards the right crystal, he's running towards the left crystal. And in the first example right here, we're going head to head in the bottom lane. So I'm here on the left, he's on the right, and you're going to see his Deadly Strike just activates really fast. You see how he just slices through my heroes like they're nothing. And he hits that crystal and boom, it's over. I mean, it just like one-shot it. That was very quick. That's a good Deadly Strike team right there. You can see he's all level 200, every single person. He's got that Deadly Strike double evolved Skull Knight. So how do you beat that? Well, the problem with Deadly Strike is it could be debuffed. It could be slowed down. It could be stunned. You can decrease the attack of the hero where they can't get to that Deadly Strike. You can decrease their attack speed where they're not getting to that Deadly Strike, because there's only a percentage that it'll go off. In addition, Ares can disable it. It's a directional talent also. It's a DPS talent. It's only going to activate what's in front. So in this example, same team, except we're in different lanes. He has his Deadly Strike double evolved team at the bottom, and I'm at the top in the middle lane. This time it's a little different. Now his Deadly Strike is trying to activate, but he's getting constantly debuffed by my team. So I'm taking out all his heroes one by one. I'm slowing them down with Warlock. I'm stunning them with Dread Drake. I got Harpy Queen slowing him down. I got Ares just taking away the energy, and we're just debuffing him, and he's not able to get to it, and before you know it, he's dead. So all of those level 200 guys who just sliced through me like butter, all I did was change the lane, same heroes, but a very different result. I mean, not only did he not get to his Deadly Strike, but he died before the game mode was even over. All his heroes were dead, and that's how you defeat a Deadly Strike team. You just have to go on a different lane, and that's for that reason. Deadly Strike, even in the arena, it should not be considered the very top, talent that you can have, because when it works, it works. But I don't I don't like the percentage of it, like not when it not works, when it doesn't work, because it seems like that's too high. A Deadly Strike would be great on almost any hero, depending on what game mode that you're using that hero in. I mean, it can activate, and you already saw the numbers. You're doing 300 and something times more damage. But the number one hero that you're going to put Deadly Strike on is going to be Skull Knight. Skull Knight, basically when he procs, it's like an extension of his normal attack. His normal attack is increased. All the attributes are increased whenever he procs for 10 seconds. So Deadly Strike will apply on top of his proc. He's the only hero that Deadly Strike applies to on top of his proc. Deadly Strike usually works on normal attacks, but in Skull Knight's case, it will apply on top of his proc. So you're going to be getting that huge number that I was showing you when I was doing the calculations a few minutes ago. I mean, for that reason, if you're going to use Deadly Strike as a main talent on any hero, my first suggestion would be Skull Knight, bar none. Ninja would be good with Deadly Strike. He has a very fast attack speed, and his proc is basically like a Deadly Strike. On his 8th hit, he's going to proc each time, dealing a huge amount of damage to his target, and he's probably going to have that Deadly Strike activate before he gets to his proc, so he'll basically just be Deadly Striking the crap out of you if you have it on him, proccing on you and hitting you with that huge increase in damage on his normal attack also. So Ninja would be very good with Deadly Strike. Succubus also. Succubus is kind of like a ninja. She hits you really hard when she procs. Takes away 35% or more of your HP, and it lasts for a long time. So you stick a Deadly Strike on top of Succubus, you're getting hit twice hard or even more. So you get your Deadly Strike that activates on the normal attack, and then on the 8th hit, you're going to get a hit again with that proc. And since it lasts for 7 seconds and there's no cooldown, you'll be stacking and stacking that damage. So Succubus actually is a very underrated hero because she has no cooldown and her proc lasts for so long and she's so deadly already. So you add a Deadly Strike on top of all of that, and you're going to have a real monster on your hand. Those are the heroes that I recommend for using Deadly Strike as a main talent, but there's so many heroes that will benefit from Deadly Strike as a crest talent. I mean, you should always save your crest talents with Deadly Strike. Throw them on your heroes that you want to get that little extra increase in damage when you're attacking, and it makes a huge difference. When you're doing 10 times, 20 times, 30, 40, even 56 times more damage, just because of that Deadly Strike crest, it makes a huge difference in how this game is played. So I recommend Deadly Strike crest on anybody. For main talents or main heroes, I recommend those 3, but you're gonna love it, especially as a crest talent. Alright, so that concludes this video. That was episode 7. Be sure to check out more videos. Every week I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it every week no matter what. So Thursday or Friday every week I'm gonna upload one of these videos. So be sure to check them out. This is episode 7. I think we still got like 13 more to go. So I'll be doing this for a number more weeks. Anyway, thanks for checking it out. Let me know what you think. I hope you found it informative, and I'll see you next time. Peace.